Gaffer, thanks for joining us. 6 wins in a row at home in all competitions, 6 without defeat in the league. That's not bad statistics after today's game.
No, it's against a top opposition. We want to make this place a difficult place to come. Charlton are a good team, got some good players, ex-Premier League manager. So it was a nip and tuck game. I thought we did enough to be outside at one point, and then you're holding on in the last 5 minutes, and you're relying on a bounce of a ball or a ricochet that could go wrong. But we've had numerous chances to put the game to bed, and we didn't, and that's what happens at the end there.
It shows the belief and mentality that is slowly building in the team, though. The fact that they did manage to cling on, they backs to the wall a little bit, but they didn't allow Charlton a clear glimpse at goal to try and equalise at least.
No, Chappie's not had a save to make apart from the very last kick of the game, which I didn't actually see. But we walk in at 1-1. I totally dominated the half. They've had one kick, which is a penalty. Brodie's made a poor decision. And then the sending off, obviously, sometimes it actually makes it a little bit more difficult because they just bank in then. And the weather conditions being as they were, and we're not great at, when we just smash it, we're not great. So we need to pass the ball. And the second goal is a good example. Sometimes the crowd gets sometimes a little bit frustrated because it's like, no, go forward. But they've got 10 men. So you've got to work the ball and we didn't do it well enough, is keep the ball in the top third of the pitch and keep working them from side to side and then pick your moment. You can't always get in the final third and have to get a shot. And the game became too transitional for our liking. We've got an extra man in the middle of the pitch. You need to use it. So if you just go back to front and boot it, there's no point having an extra man in the middle of the pitch. So that's part of the learning, but we found a way to win.
Not making excuses at all, but it's easy to forget sometimes with how well he plays and his international status, just how young Brodie is. But you're fast reminded when he makes the odd rash challenge like that. It'll be something that hopefully comes out of his game the longer he plays at this level.
It's experience. It's just a rash moment which ends up costing him. Now, luckily, his mates have got him out of the mire, which is what we said at half time. He's made a mistake. He's a human being. We all make mistakes. But when it leads to something like that, it gets sort of magnified. But I thought his general performance was pretty good. We looked at the reason why we made the changes because we went to a back four. We went to a 4-2-3-1, and then the flexibility that does give us with Nigel being able to play left back is that they changed to a back five again, and then we changed back to a back five. So that's the beauty of having a couple of players that can play in a couple of positions. So no, I thought finding a way to win was really important today, particularly after the week we've had in terms of the meetings that we've had, the conversations that we've been having with the players. To back it all up with a win, I keep saying, I said it in my first interview and I said it to the players, Saturday is a window into your working week. I think we're too inconsistent in the week, not in the actual training. I'm on about behaviours off the training pitch. And today I thought you saw it'd been a really good training week, and it came out with a good result.
I'd love to be speaking to you about Matty Pearson brace, but unfortunately it's one goal and coming off with an injury.
He's wearing a brace. That's about it, yeah.
First of all, how good was that header from an ex-centre half? But secondly, how is his foot doing?
The first header's unbelievable. How he's managed to crane his neck around like that and get the power on it. The one he hits the crossbar is actually an easy chance, particularly for someone of his goal-scoring prowess. But the unfortunate bit is he's landed on the other lad's foot, rolled his ankle, and Huddersfield fans know better than I do that Matty Pearson volunteering to come off the pitch means he's got to be hurt. So it doesn't look great. The air cast goes on all the time anyway, so that's sometimes makes it look worse. But it's more the person asking to come off makes you worry that it might be a significant injury. Reece is clearly a significant injury with his calf. He's gone on a full-on sprint and his calf's just popped. So, again, without knowing the timeline, but that doesn't look like it's going to be any time soon.
There seemed to be a little bit more freedom and joy with how we played the ball in the final third, even against 11 men. I thought when Bojan came on, his play, particularly with back to goal, was really good, and Herbie Kane was starting to see the best of his ability to spread the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, I thought Herbie was the best player on the pitch by a mile today. And the centre forwards have got different profiles. So Bojan, if Bojan doesn't stick it into his feet, there's no point playing him, because with respect to Bojan, he's not going to run in behind, and he's a goal threat, but that's where we need to build and play into him. And that's what I mean about don't just smash the ball. particularly when it's blowing an absolute gale and the rain's coming in sideways. So, now we've all got different. They've all got different attributes. It's important that we play to them.
The last player I want to ask you about, and the last question I'll ask you, is just on David Kasuma. It feels like it's been the David Kasuma show this week with the new contract and the media availability he's had to do on the back of it. But scoring the winner on the back end of that's the cherry on top of the cake for him.
Yeah, with his left foot as well. The irony was I was giving him some stick for not having a left foot in the week when a couple of lads were playing two-touch. So I said, just keep passing it to his wooden one. And he ends up winning us the game with it today. So maybe I'll have to leave off him now. He's had a good week. His performance, he probably wasn't quite at it today in terms of his overall performance, but someone put their hand up and someone was the hero. He was the hero today. We need someone next week and the week after and the week after. But hard-fought win, and wins being the key word.
Gaffer, congratulations.
Cheers, Roger.